Okay. So, Cyril, welcome to the demo on UI. So just let me introduce myself before entering into the demo. My name is Kiran. I'm Kiran Paturi, where I carry almost 12 plus years of IT experience. Where you can find me in my LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile, where I worked with the companies like United Health Group, ADP, uh, Applied Information Services, and quite a bit startups as well I worked with. And coming to my main technical area, my main technical area is the .NET. And also, I for the past almost 4.5 years, I am on the main stack now. So
What is that? Oh, that's a company.
I was working for the United Health Group.
Right.
I was working, and later I was working as a technical consultant for the Smart Tuition from India.
Right.
Heard of Smart Tuitions?
No, not really.
Okay. So
I know
basically,
you.
it's an
I,
education management company.
right. I
Okay.
just know the United Health Group though.
Pardon me?
I know the United Health Group though.
Yeah. So I was the project lead there where I have initiated the mean stack practice for them.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then heard of ADP, the payroll company?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So I worked there as a technical consultant as well. Okay. So
Oh,
that is
okay.
what my experience is. Earlier, I was working with a company called Applied Information Sciences. Heard of Geico?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So you can find my what to say work in the Geico as well, because I have built lot many applications for them. Vehicle insurance, motorcycle insurance, and then they are into the home insurance as well. If I'm not wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So I was working with the Geico for almost 6 years.
Okay.
So that's what my brief experience is all about. And coming to the current technical stack, okay, this is my LinkedIn profile where you can look into if you're interested. Okay, you can look into this LinkedIn profile. This is my LinkedIn profile, and then okay, I have another profile called open source profile, that is GitHub. You can find me in the GitHub as well. Just check for my name. You will be finding almost my repositories, 33 repositories that right now I have built in the GitHub. That means all my learnings or trainings, whatever you call it, you can find all my contributions here, where I do a lot of what you say knowledge sharing, and you can find all my knowledge sharing available is with the GitHub. This is my GitHub profile. Okay, and then I have another profile, Stack Overflow. Heard of?
Yes, I have.
I'm a contributor to the Stack Overflow as well.
Mm-hmm.
That is my reputation in the Stack Overflow.
Cool.
Okay, so that's what I do. A lot of things, and I'm an evangelist too. That means whenever any new technology is coming in the market, I'm the first guy to hit that, and then learn it, and then try to explore it, and then give my feedback to that. So that is all I do in my leisure. Also, I own this company.
Right.
This is my baby now.
Mm-hmm.
So where we do come exclusively the mean stack development, IoT, mean stack, mobile apps, and I'm a corporate trainer too. Okay.
Okay.
So this is all my profile, this is all what I do, my day in and day out is all about this. Okay. Now, coming to the training, like what we do and what is the approach that we follow for this trainings. Very simple. Learn by practical practice. So, or whatever what you call it is, like if you got any problem, solve it through practically, not theoretically. That is what my motive is, and it will be also in the same way. If you ask me a question, first I'll write the code and then I will explain it.
Okay.
So it's all completely 200% code driven training. There is no presentations from my end. Yeah, there will be presentations for your sake to learn, to read. But when it comes to the training, you can't find even a single presentation as part of the training. Clear? And then, so what all we do, how we collaborate, that is the first thing. Because if you're taking the training, the first thing is you need to see, you need to get the material at the same time. You need to see what all the code I'm writing, you should be able to see that code as well, right? For that purpose, what we will do, we will create a Git repository. So we will talk via Git repositories. What is this Git repos? You will be finding these Git repos, right?
Yeah, I might have need to create an account for that.
Yeah, you need to create an account. That's true. So you need to create an account, and then whatever you do, you have to share me that link, and then say, Kiran, in this Git repo, I'm in this particular area, I'm having a bug. Can you answer that? Then on the same Git repo, I will come, I will log in and answer to that. Okay. That is the way we collaborate. Is it a good practice or a bad practice?
Sounds good.
Yeah, so that is how we do. That is the first thing. Second thing is practical approach towards learning. That is what we believe, that is what I believe. So whatever we do, whatever we speak, everything through practical example approach, how to solve the problem practically. So in this, we will be following 3 steps. First, pseudocode. First approach. Second step, pseudocode. Pseudocode means not the regular code. Third step, converting the pseudocode to executable code. These are the 3 approaches we follow for these sessions. Any session you take, we will be following the same approach. That means for a problem, what is the approach in handling that problem? And then we will convert our approach into a pseudocode, and then we will convert our pseudocode into an executable code. In this process, we will be learning the concepts.
What exactly is pseudocode again?
Pseudocode is nothing but steps.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Got it? Pseudo means dummy code. But that dummy code is like, okay, this is my step 1, this is my step 2, this is my step 3. That is what a pseudocode is.
Right. Steps make sense.
Make sense? Okay. Fine. And then final step is converting your pseudocode into an executable code. Executable code means the program.
Right.
Make sense?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So as part of this, we will learn the theory. Learn concepts with practical approach. Am I clear?
Yep.
Okay. So any questions? Hey Patel, Kiran here. Patel, yeah, I'm sorry. So we just started this session. I'm just explaining my way of training mode and all. Okay. Now, so this is our approach towards the learning. So how we will talk? We will talk in a professional way by using the Git repositories. And then how will we learn? Professionally. What are the question you ask? We will write a code for that question and then we will solve the problem. That is the way we deal with. Now, coming to this is the first part. Coming to the last part. Building a project from zero to end. What does that mean? Building a project from zero to end. At the day one, there will not be any files. Day one is purely requirement gathering. What are our requirements? Okay, freeze the requirements for that week and then focus on implementing those requirements. In this process, again, we will implement, we will write our pseudo code, we will write our steps, we will try to solve the problem. In that process, we will learn the theory as well. Make sense?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So the project is from zero, ground zero. That means day one, no files. Day two, 2 files. Day three, 4 files. Incremental basis, we are going to add features to our project. As that in that process, we will learn the concepts. Bhumi, am I clear?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, coming to this is what we do in a span of around 40-45 days. Okay, now, what we are going to cover. So now, first one is JavaScript. I'm not going to cover the HTML and the CSS. You have to learn the HTML and the CSS through W3 schools, because in the interviews, the preference will be more given to the JavaScript, jQuery, and then the other UI stack. Whereas you will be given the questions on HTML and CSS, very less questions. So you can go through that through W3 schools. Fair enough?
Yes, sounds good.
Okay. Because I don't want to spend a week time just explaining the basics of it, what W3 schools is already teaching you. I don't want to explain you that. That you can do it in an hour time or maximum 2 hours of time.
Right.
Yeah. So JavaScript. In what level? From the basic level to advanced level. From the basic level to advanced level. So in this process, we will be spending almost 2 weeks of time in learning the JavaScript exclusively. Why? Because any of the UI framework you take, you need to be very strong in the JavaScript area. So that is the reason why our focus will be majorly on the JavaScript. I even don't mind to extend it for 3 more days, because that is what is the part of your UI development. If you are strong in the JavaScript area, you can master any of the frameworks, whether it could be Angular, whether it could be Node, or whether it could be React, or it could be any other framework. Okay. So this is where our main focus will be going. And then after that, Angular. So let me ask you a few questions. So based on your thing, I can proceed. So you would like to learn Angular 1 or Angular 2?
What's the difference? I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, fine. That's great. So Angular 1 is what you say, a framework. Angular 2 is the next version of framework, which got released very recently.
Oh.
Okay. So now choice is yours. Which one you would like to take? I can teach you that.
Angular 1, maybe.
Angular 1, fine. So the training will be on Angular 1. We will freeze that requirement. And then to build the projects, you need to learn some tools as well. Got it, guys? You need to learn certain tools. What are those tools? As I told you, when you're going to a company, you will not be an alone guy working on a project. You will be having a team. You need to work with the team. So in that process, you have to learn the Git. Now, apart from the Git, there are many other tools that we are going to cover as part of our project. Bower, Gulp, and then Bootstrap. All these things we are going to cover as part of our training. The complete well training will be starting from Angular, Git, Bower, Gulp, Bootstrap, and then for the unit testing, we will be using a framework called Mocha. There is a framework called Mocha. So that framework we will be using for our unit testing purpose. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the last thing. Kiran, your theory is pretty good, but can you show us some things that already implemented? You take any of these repositories. You take any of these repositories. Let us say, yeah, let us take this repository. Any of these repositories you can take. 1 second. Okay. Let us take this repository. You'll be finding 0. Now, once you open it, you will be finding huge number of files. Are you finding these files? See, the way we implemented it. Everything is how we do in the project, in a real project. We will do the same here. Whatever the concepts that the real projects will be using, what are the programming approach the real projects will be taking, we will be doing the same. In this process, certain things I will do and most of the things you have to do. You need to spare at least 2 hours a day. That means 1 hour for the training and 1 hour for your project work.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure you have those things. Apart from that, I'll be giving you a lot of coding challenges because these days, if you're attending the interviews, most of the companies are asking for they're throwing you the code and they're asking you to solve that. So I'll be giving you a lot of coding challenges where you need to solve them on your own. Sounds interesting?
Yes.
So those challenges will vary based on the way we move. Initial challenges will be a little bit small. Later challenges will be a little more complicated. And once you move to the advanced level, it will be more complex as well as more interesting things that we will look into. Am I clear?
Yes.
Now, shall we see a simple demo on Angular that like how we proceed?
Sure.
Okay. So give me 10 minutes. We will build a simple single page application. Shall I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So right now I don't have anything here in my plate, right? If you look at this, I'm taking a demo. Let me take the trainings folder and let me try this. Angular demo Jan 2017. Now any files with me? 0 files. So I would like to build a very simple single page application in coming 10-15 minutes. Okay. I will be using an editor called brackets, and from there I'll try to implement some coding. Okay, done. So, okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just starting my project. I'm just making sure that what are the dependencies that I want. I would like to make sure that I'm having some things in my plate. And then I'm saying power in it.
Power in it.
I'm saying power in it. So what I'm doing, I'm not doing anything. I'm just running certain commands, and after that I'll be starting the project. Give me 2 minutes. Here we go. That means my project is ready. Are you finding the two packages files here? Now let me install the required dependencies. So I'm building an Angular application where I'm installing the AngularJS library in my system. Isn't it simple or difficult?
On a basic level, it's a little bit.
It will be difficult, but as I told you, I have only 10 minutes of time to the demo. So let me do it. And after that, you'll be seeing this when we are doing it at a project training. Okay.
Okay. So right now it's just a demo.
It's a just demo, right? So you need to understand like how we are going to build the projects.
Okay.
Just I would like to show you how our approach will be towards the problem. Meanwhile, let me create a simple HTML. This editor I'm using is called brackets editor. The one which I'm using is called Bootstrap, where it will give you a very good, nice look and feel for the demo application which we are building now. Okay. The approach which I'm explaining you is what the companies will follow. Got it?
Okay.
This is how your real project will be starting, and then companies also will be doing the projects in the same way we are doing in our sessions. And then let me install the last file, script source equal to okay, let me have the Angular bar components Angular, and then let me refer that AngularJS library. Wow, pretty good. So we have installed everything that is required for our project. Now it's a matter of building the application.
Alternatively, you could also use CDN for all these three, right?
Right, CDN also we can use, but I thought of giving you the flavors. What are the different flavors available in the market?
So what do the companies usually prefer? Like, do they have like installed ones, or do they use CDN?
Companies will use this installed ones,
Okay.
okay, because it is easy for them to render and all. So it is pretty easy for them. And right now I'm building only what you say, a very simple application. So I'm not taking too much of your time. I'm just building a very simple and easy application. So this is a format that we follow in our companies. Pretty good. Now let us write our code. This is the one which I'm writing is called JavaScript code. And then I'm just building the dependencies. Don't worry even if you don't understand, because we have these sessions in ahead. You can learn these things in the sessions, but it's a heads up like how our coding will be and how our practice will be. How our approach towards the training. And then let us create a simple controller dot controller, and let us say header controller, and then comma, open close the brackets. Don't do anything, just leave it as it is and have a function here. Job done. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be building a header, right? Dollar var VM equal to this, and this dot now items equal to login, sign up, register. I'm just building some nice header for you, and after that we can extend it at a later moment of time. Is it looking simple?
Yes.
What I'm trying to do here?
Just creating a login, sign up, and register item.
Items. Okay. Now my HTML. Let me take the help of the bootstrap here. Let me take a nice simple and easy nav bar, which is looking better for us. I'm copying the same nav bar and pasting it over here. I don't want to write this lengthy code. Hope it is okay with you.
Yeah, it's okay right now.
It's fine.
Even in future also, whatever is required, we will write. Whatever is the help that we can take from the Google, we will take that help. Okay, my code is almost ready. Yeah. Perfect. In my index.html, Div class equal to container, which is a bootstrap class, and then let us refer the files. Script source equal to app header.js, job done. Now controller script source equal to app header controller.js, job done. And let us see, take the final step. Script source equal to app uh, app.js, job done. Now I would like to have my controller added to my header. I don't want to have these static content. I want to make it dynamic as much as possible. Okay. So what I'm doing, I will be using the features of the Angular. Let us say I'm not doing anything. I'm just referring to a controller. That's it. Ng controller equal to header controller as VM. Controller as VM syntax I'm using now for this demo. My job is almost done. Our header is almost ready. They ng include the header and then try to play with the header. Job done. Let us run our code. Let us have a quick review whether I have done everything correct or wrong. Header controller, function, callback, everything is there. Header.js, the module is declared. App.js, the module is injected to the header. Perfect. And then we missed the first step. I need to have a demo app. Ng app equal to demo app. Save it and run the show now. Here you go. Wow. Any mistakes? Any bugs?
No.
Error free. Error free code. And your navbar is ready in how many minutes? Max 10?
Yeah. 10.
Right. Now, you don't understand anything. As of now, you don't understand anything other than watching what I'm doing, right? Assume in a project, if people asked you to build a navigation bar dynamically, because any application you take, it will be having a navigation bar or not.
Yeah.
So that is a project requirement for me. So I will look into that. I will address that requirement. Right now we have seen the basic way of building it, but ideally this will be done in a more professional way. Got it? Now this is, let us assume this is your day one thing. Day two, what is the next requirement? You have to implement a registration logic. Agree?
Yeah.
The moment you click on the register, I want to display a registration page. Yes, that is the second requirement. In that process, what we are going to learn, how to build a registration page. Now, when you're building a registration page, automatically controls will come. Agree or not?
Yes.
Form validations will come. That means you need to validate your page. You should not allow stale data to be part of your application. Wrong data should not be part of your application. How to make sure, how to restrict the user to enter the incorrect data. That is nothing but the form validations. You will understand that. And then,
So one question on whatever you've done so far. So this navigation bar, I know you got it from like the bootstrap code, and And this came in. So what did Angular exactly do? Like,
Now you tell me what Angular is doing, okay? What Angular is doing now?
helping you add more tabs? Oh,
I'm adding
so
in HTML or I'm simply adding in my array.
oh, okay, yeah. So you, yeah,
Is it making my site dynamic or not?
right, yeah, makes sense.
Clear?
Yes.
Now we will expand our requirements. See, assume this is your day one's code. Now I would like to implement a registration page. Go here, add a new folder, register, and then follow the practice, best practice that is available for the Angular. Controller and then HTML. Now here what will happen? Once you already done that, which one, the header you have done that. Now you slowly understand the flow. Oh, if a requirement comes, what are the things I need to do? Okay, if I want to build a registration page, what are all the things that are required? I need a HTML. Yes, your HTML is here. And then your HTML needs some support from your JavaScript code that will be given by the controller. Yes, like this you will be able to understand when we are explaining it. You will be able to understand how to implement a requirement. Got it? We will try to understand how to implement a given requirement. That is how our training goes. In that process, you will be understanding, yeah, controller. What is the purpose of a controller? Why we need a controller actually? What happens if there is no controller? Okay. Now, how to write a controller, the syntax, all these things will come. And we are not leaving it, discussing about the controller in one session, and we will not leave it. It will be happening for the entire course. Another topic, services, it will be happening for the entire course, because we will be continuously adding new features to our application. As in when you start integrating new features to your application, automatically you will be learning you will be continuing it with your old concepts, plus day by day you are going to add new concepts and new features to the application. This is how my approach is. Is it a learnable approach or difficult approach?
Sounds good.
What about you, Bhumi Patel?
Yeah, it's good right now.
Not right now, that should be the future.
Yeah, it's future, but yeah, we will learn it.
So
But
this is how our sessions will go.
okay.
So we will focus primarily on getting the things done. What is the approach in solving a problem? Got it? And how to write a pseudo code for it, and then how to convert the problem statement into an executable program. This is what I believe, and this is what I do, and this is what I teach.
Okay.
Okay. You can take any of my repositories. Almost more than 100 plus repositories are there. I have two Git accounts and I have more than 100 plus repositories. Any repository you take, it will be very good explanatory, self-explanatory. The code as well as the implementations.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can access your on your account repository, GitHub.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is for you, not for me.
All right.
So daily whatever we do, the same day it will be available to the GitHub. Not same day, same moment it will be available to the GitHub.
All right.
All right. Okay. Any questions for me now?
No. And
The Angular training go?
What?
For how long, like the Angular training will go? Like how many
Yeah.
hours total do we need, or?
So total closely 40 hours you need to spend.
Okay. So like how many hours of training though?
Training itself is 40 hours.
Oh, okay.
That means 40 into 2. 1 hour I'll give the training. 1 hour you have to spend the time in solving the problem.
Right. So do we have this training like every day or like do we
Every
have
day.
breaks
Every
every
day.
day? Okay.
Yeah. So the timings will
Monday to
be
Friday.
announced post Pongal.
So always at 9:30 in the morning, like the same time?
Mostly in the evenings, I'm planning. That means 18th onwards, what I'm going to do is morning 7 o'clock, I'm planning a batch, or else evening 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So you just check with your consultant your timings and all, so that we can take it from there.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
the training
how
will
do we
start.
contact you? Like, can we get like an email address that if we
Yeah,
need?
my email
Ask
address.
you?
I mean, John will be contacting you. He is the coordinator, right? He will be
Oh,
contacting
okay.
you on everything, and then daily recordings you will get.
Okay. So all these sessions will be recorded?
Yeah, all the sessions will be recorded, including this session.
Okay.
And we will get this recording from a consultant or from you.
From me directly.
Oh, okay.
Once you are with me, no need of consultant anymore.
Oh, okay. And the training will start from 18th January.
Yeah.
Okay. But the time is not decided yet. The
Yeah,
morning or
time
evening.
I'm going to either your morning or your evening.
Oh, it will start only from 18th? I thought it started today though.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Usually my
okay.
batch will be containing more than around 50 plus 60, 50, 30, 40 students will be there.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing this for almost for the past 5 years, the UI training, and you can find
Mm-hmm.
my students everywhere in all the US companies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If somebody is working on Angular,
Mhm.
90% chances are they got trained from me, because I delivered more than my trainings delivered to more than 3,000 plus students.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Yeah, a lot of companies, lot of consultancies.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hope you enjoyed this session.
Yep.
Yep.
And one more question.
Yep.
The software you use, the
Everything
package.
will be given to you. Don't worry. Everything
Oh,
is
okay.
open source, free, lightweight.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So thank you everyone for joining this session. John will be contacting you. The consultant will be contacting you regarding the dates and the timings.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Cool. Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.